place that you feel in your body when you're actually starting to revenge trade. Because when you actually do these things, you have a reaction in your body and your mind. You know that you're about to revenge trade, but you do it anyway. So I thought I'd quickly jump on here. My name's Alex. I'm the head of trader success at the Fivers prop firm. And I speak to traders or retail traders on a daily basis. I know their struggles, I hear their struggles, I hear their successes, and everything in between. And one of the biggest things that I hear from traders that have blown their accounts or they've been on wins and they've got funded, but then after they've got funded, they've got overconfident and blown their account. They haven't even been able to get a payout. And there's so many people like that. And one of the biggest things that I see that is across the board with these people, or I wouldn't say these people, these traders, is the amount of risk and leverage they're using on their accounts. Now, in my opinion, leverage is addictive. You see the big numbers, you get a buzz, you're always chasing those big numbers, and then it's really hard to really hone yourself back into a normal amount of risk. And over leveraging turns into lost account. No, over leveraging turns into losing trade that is bigger than your normal amount of risk. That turns into trying to get that back, which is revenge trading to blown account. And there's this feedback, this massive feedback loop with traders going really, really hard and working really hard on their evaluation to then get their funded account. As soon as they're on their funded account, they go crazy. They think, okay, now I've done it, now I've hacked it. They're super confident, way overconfident, and that's when the mistakes gets made. So the ways that you're going to be able to stop this from happening is take a break. As soon as you pass a prop firm, as soon as you have a big day, take a break from trading. Take a 24 hours, take a couple of days if you want to, just really take some time to like if it's a loss, recover, but also recover mentally from a win. And that's when I see the most amount of people losing is when they're overconfident and they over risk. Now, a couple of other things that may help you keep your account or may help you stop revenge trading if that's something that you've got a bad habit and a blind spot in. First, revenge trading is a trigger to something that's happened beforehand. It's an outcome. So first, you've got to understand what your trigger is. So for you as a trader, first you've got to be aware that you overtrade or you revenge trade. Once you can be aware of it, you can start to understand the type of feelings or the type of place that you feel in your body when you're actually starting to revenge trade. Because when you actually do these things, you have a reaction in your body and your mind. You know that you're about to revenge trade, but you do it anyway. So understanding and being aware of all of these things is super important, but also understanding what actually triggers your revenge trading. Now, some people's triggers might be boredom. They may have gone full time in their trading. They're sitting behind their computer. They've done all their trading for the day, but they're still in front of the computer looking for setups. Now, the market is always advertising. There's always going to be setups, but there may not be setups for your particular way of trading. And that kind of boredom, I'm going to open this position, even though it's not the best position to open. The market is like shouting, take this position. And that's when you actually go into that boredom trade that was outside of your plan. And then you lose it. And then you try and get your account back to where it was before because you understand that it was a shitty, rubbish trade. And then suddenly you're in this loop of getting in and out of positions and losing the account. So if you're that type of person, a simple example would be once you've done a certain amount of trades or you've traded in the day, you close your computer and you go and do something else. Go and open a YouTube channel. Go and learn a new skill, go to the gym, do a hobby, something just to get you out of that zone of now you're in front of the computer, now you have to trade. And the other trigger, and this was a big trigger for me, is I was always trying to, early on, always trying to make money fast with trading. And I would, especially in crypto futures, I would have lots of leverage and I would see the big numbers and it would be exciting to me. And I would make good money and I'd be like, wow, I've just made like my whole month's salary in just like what, 2 days? I've got this, you know? And that's when that overconfidence starts to creep in and you start to think that you know better than the market. And that is when you get into that position, the one that is pretty over leveraged with a tight stop, it takes you out, and then you go into it again and again, and then eventually you've just blown all your profits and then some. So to summarize everything, because I don't want to go into a random tangent, is understand your triggers, be aware of how your body reacts when you go into a state of revenge trading. And when you do recognize that your body's gone into a state of revenge trading, do something to mitigate that. Go for a walk. If you feel like your heart's starting to pump or you're looking at a trade and you want to get in, close the computer screen, go for a walk, come back. If you still want to take that trade because it's within your plan, then take it. But those are the things that I would do. And hopefully, we're just putting those things and just being aware. Hopefully, you can hold on to your funded accounts. You'll be able to get some really nice payouts and eventually grow as a trader because these things are detrimental to our growth as traders and it makes the learning curve so much longer. And I know how many people put so much time and effort into these challenges just to blow it in a couple of trades once they're funded. It is heartbreaking. So look, if you ever want to speak to me as well, you can always come to the Fivers and speak to me. Got my email. I love to speak to traders and I love to help. Well, yeah, take care.